Passing the age of 50 causes us to consider a lot of things. Among them, things that block weight loss. In this video, we'll run through 4 outside-of-the-box things to check if your weight loss has stalled. The first thing to check is your medications. According to a 2019 Kaiser Family Foundation health tracking poll, nearly 9 in 10 adults who are 65 years of age or older and 3 in 4 50 to 64-year-olds report taking prescription drugs. And the reason these statistics are important in this discussion of stalled weight loss is because we see from the University of Rochester Medical Center that many medications can slow down weight loss or even encourage your body to gain weight. I will show a list of the medications that they highlighted on their website, and what you'll notice is that many of these medications are common, including medications for diabetes and blood pressure. And while not all medications used to treat these conditions impact your weight, medicine is often overlooked when weight loss stalls. The mechanisms by which medications cause weight gain will vary. Some will stimulate your appetite, and others may cause water retention or cause your body to burn calories at a slower rate than normal. So you can be doing the right things with your diet, but not getting the results on the scale. Your best first step is to talk to your doctor about your medications and together look for ways to lessen the side effects. I will also add that it can benefit you to read the label of over-the-counter medications and supplements looking for surprising ingredients. For instance, Emergen-C, which is an immune support supplement, has sugar and fructose listed as its top 2 ingredients and contains 8 carbs per serving. Added sugar makes the medicine go down, but with too much sugar, weight can go up. Speaking of sugar, the next thing to check if your weight loss has stalled is your blood sugar. You can monitor your blood sugar and glucose levels from home using either a blood glucose monitor or a CGM, which is short for continuous glucose monitor. There are pros and cons to both. The nice thing about a blood glucose monitor is that you can pick one up at your local pharmacy or online. The downside is that you need a finger prick to get the blood sample to test. Those finger pricks can get old and uncomfortable quickly if you are tracking your blood sugar closely. A CGM, on the other hand, saves your fingertips and gives you a continuous glucose reading. The small monitor painlessly attaches to your arm and stays there for a couple of weeks. The downside is that you will need a prescription from your doctor to use one. However, that should not be a deterrent. You may find that your doctor is happy that you are interested in monitoring your health in this way.
It actually has a 5 millimeter long filament that goes into you and into your tissue, which is about 1/4 of an inch. I was expecting it to hurt, but I really didn't feel it at all.
Yeah, well, you didn't flinch.
No.
So you were brave.
I was manly.
Yeah. These devices can reveal a lot of information about how your body handles the food you are eating, allowing you to make adjustments if your weight loss has stalled. For instance, if you find that your blood sugar level skyrockets after a meal, the foods may have contained hidden sugar or carbohydrates. If you find that your blood sugar is high following a meal and remains elevated, it could indicate insulin resistance, which is a common weight loss barrier as we age. Insulin is the hormone that brings blood sugar levels back down following a meal. If your cells are not sensitive to insulin, insulin cannot do its job. As a result, blood sugar and insulin levels remain high, which is an internal state that encourages fat storage and blocks fat loss. While these monitors don't directly measure insulin levels, you can use your blood sugar readings to make eating decisions that work with your metabolism. For instance, you can use these readings to adjust your carbohydrate intake. Carbohydrates are the nutrient that cause the biggest spike in blood sugar and insulin. By reducing your overall carbohydrate intake and avoiding refined carbs, you avoid blood sugar spikes. This makes insulin's job easier, which makes fat loss easier. After a few days of testing, you'll see patterns in your blood sugar levels that you can use to refine your diet. And keep in mind that these self-monitoring tests are wonderful tools for monitoring your overall health. Ideal blood sugar levels depend on individual factors, but there are charts like this one from Medical News Today that gives you a range to aim for so you can set health goals and monitor your risk of diabetes. Knowing this information broadens your focus, providing you with the motivation you need to keep moving forward. And this brings us to the next thing to check if your weight loss has stalled, which is to check your focus. Losing weight is a goal worth working for, but why do you want to achieve it? It's easy to narrow your focus down to one thing, seeing a smaller number on the bathroom scale, but you'll find that a broader focus helps keep you in the game. In other words, the more reasons you have to eat healthy and lose weight, the more motivated you stay and the closer you adhere to your plan. You can never have too many reasons to achieve a goal. If your weight loss has stalled and you cannot figure out why, I encourage you to grab a piece of paper and a pen and write down as many reasons as you can think of for losing weight. There's no problem wanting to see that smaller number on the scale, but go beyond that. Maybe you want to keep up with your grandkids or have less joint pain. You want to stay out of the doctor's office or get off of medications. While I can't fully explain why it works, having this big picture in your mind changes the way you act. It doesn't make you perfect, but it makes you more self-forgiving, which leads to less self-sabotage. It also makes it possible to succeed with the final checkpoint. Perhaps the best tool to overcome a weight loss stall is consistency. Your body is constantly dealing with energy. It is either storing it or releasing it from storage. There are a few storage closets in your body, but the biggest one is body fat. We may not be fans of fat storage, but our bodies are. They look at storing fat as a basic survival process. So if you want to decrease body fat, you need to coax your body to do something that it would rather not do. The way you do that is with consistent effort. Think of body fat as credit. If you get a brand new credit card with a $5,000 limit, it is great fun to go on a shopping spree and run up the tab. However, at some point, this asset becomes a liability and you need to reduce your balance. To do so, you need to consistently pay down the balance month after month. This will work, but if at some point you decide to buy a new big screen TV on credit, you'll go right back to where you started. You're not forbidden to make the purchase, but it will stall your progress toward a debt-free life. I know that it seems unfair to have to pass on desserts and treats, but I will say that I've never woken up in the morning feeling sad about not eating a candy bar or drinking a soda the day before. These treats provide a few moments of enjoyment, but leave me with days or weeks of extra work. As we age, this adherence to consistent effort is even more important because we may have less calorie-burning muscle mass than we did at a younger age, and we may have developed metabolic issues like insulin resistance that make consistency vital. Losing weight at any age takes energy and effort. It is important to have a plan and be purposeful. If you need a place to start, my 0123 strategy will guide you. It is 4 daily habits that you can follow to get your diet started and maintained. You can get a copy by going to drbeckyfitness.com/free. Please click the subscribe button before you go. Thanks for watching and have a great day.